Hey guys, I'm Daisho and I'm here playing some Magic, and today I'm rocking this Paladin deck that I've been going with. 7-2 right now, which is pretty good. I didn't expect it to do this well, really. And against that guy is keeping this good. I think it's okay. Keeping a Direwolf Alpha. Ooh, got myself a Mad Bomber for turn 2, and Holy Wrath, which is less than ideal. Spellbreaker's a great card, and it's pretty good to play on curve-ish. It's sometimes good, sometimes not good. When my opponent plays 2-1s, I like playing Mad Bomber, and my Mad Bomber is about to meet his Leper Gnome. I actually just took 4 from that. That's pretty much what you usually expect your Leper Gnome to do, so not really sure how bad that was for him, but yeah, he's just going to play Panther here, and I'm going to play Panther on my own. Jungle Panther is a little bit better than a Panther, but not really sure why. I guess since my guy's from the jungle, he knows how to hide in the mist and behind trees and stuff. But his guy, he's just out there in the savannah just yelling. These are definitely not Panthers, they're definitely lions. Not really sure the difference between a Panther and a lion, but these two... Okay, this guy looks like a Panther. This one totally looks like a lion, though. Like, what? I don't know, man. Either way, got a pretty nice turn set up for me. First... No, I can't do it any better. I'm going to be able to trade my 3-drop with his 4. Followed up with one of these. One of them 2-ins. But basically, the goal here is just to drop an Onyxia. My opponent doesn't really have any ways to just deal mass damage to it. So if I can survive until then, I'm going to be one happy panda. But he did just kill my guy. That was mean. Alright, we can just hope, I guess. Alright, Dark Iron Dwarf coming through in the clutch. See, when Holy Wrath can do that, it's just basically Hammer Wrath, which is awesome. But sometimes it's just really bad. Either way, I mean, that still wasn't a great turn for me since I didn't have much of a board presence, but... Alright, let's see what we can do. Tusker, sure. You got Tusker. Tusker's gonna be your bro today. So this is one of the reasons why I said that Dark Iron Dwarf is okay in this deck, because generally I would have to just pump one of his creatures if I wanted to play it, so I wouldn't be able to play it. But now, since I can just make a 1/1 and play it for 6 mana, I can drop my Dark Iron Dwarf as a 6-power guy. The 2 of the powers usually haste, which is nice, but it's not in this case. But generally it works out. So he's just going to go ahead and kill my guy, take some extra damages, and then maybe do like, oh, there you go, Dark Iron Dwarf of his own. And now we're getting into a scary situation where he's kind of taking over. I'm gonna go with one of these, followed by a 1/1. So we have the same board right now. I have more cards in hand, but it's his turn, so he gets to attack and then play stuff. So it's not great for me. But if he just does clear board, ooh, that puts me in a very bad spot. I guess not really a very bad spot, but he just gains his value back completely, which really sucks. In terms of, like, now we're tied, basically. Mana Wraith. Sure. So, okay, I'm just going to Avenging Wrath. And hope to kill both of his creatures here. Alright, we got him. So I can just go ahead and play this Bloodfin Raptor. And thankfully, I'm ahead, and a mistake? Why is that a mistake? Why did he say that? That makes me so worried and nervous. I should just do that after my opponents make, like, questionable decisions every single time. Ooh, is it going to be the 1 damage and draw a card, or the 3 damage? 3 damage. Okay, so he's going to go with that. And Acolyte of Pain. So he has 3 power on board. I'm about to play 14. We'll see. We'll see who wins this game. Roar, man. The amount of times that I've played this guy on an open board is just absurd. He does have stuff like Swipe, which if he had a Swipe here, he could completely wipe my board. He would have to take 7 damage to the face, but he could do it. Sure. Alright, so it looks like he's going to be able to take out my Onyxia, but he's going to have to play a pretty powerful card on his own to do it. And I could silence his Acolyte of Pain if I want next turn. Just so that he doesn't get to draw any more cards. Yeah, oh. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Alright, so here's the plan. Oh man, he's one card short. Whatever. No. Well, what am I talking about? I'm just going to Consecration here. Consecration. Play a Swamp Ooze, a Young Priestess, and a 1/1, and then beat him for 4. I have a full board here, but I can't imagine it staying that way for much longer. Oh my god, the one guy who could already survive a swipe got the +1. What are the chances? If you say 1 in 6, then I'm going to be really upset. I'm just going to say thanks. And hope that it wasn't a, well played, but here's my swipe. Alright, where shall I strike? That's fine. So this guy, if he's silenced, he just still becomes a 4/6, but he just loses taunt, which is kind of awkward, but it's part of the deal here. So can we kill him? Just gonna draw a card. Can we kill him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we cannot. So just do that. Followed by... Actually, I do think I want to just lose all these guys, because they're so weak to swipe. I'm just going to go with that. They're so weak to swipe, so... And I didn't want to play my Stormpike command out, because he could just take out with the Worgen, which he's probably going to unstealth this turn, so... Yeah, I mean, that Onyxia got me back to winning this game, but it didn't straight up win me the game, unfortunately, because he had a pretty good way to deal with it. So, the Onyxia itself, getting rid of the rest is a different question. Alright, so he's going to draw that card. Depending on what he attacks here, yeah, I might just be able to kill him. So that was like a little bit risky on his part, because he's just saying, alright, so now that thing's just going to die to the Abomination. What if the Abomination is quiet? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think it's time to just go for it here. Actually, it's not time to go for it, but I am going to just trade off. No, I'm gonna go for it. And one of these. So he needs... I don't know what he can do to come back from this, but we'll see. I've had a full board at the end of my turn for like 4 or 5 turns this game, which is just absurd because that almost never happens. I think the real most important card that well, it was probably Onyxia, but other than that, that Holy Wrath that I played early, if that didn't hit perfectly, then I would just be so screwed right now. I don't think that there's anything... Well, I guess you could give it like +0, +4 in taunt, in addition to playing some other spells, killing one of my creatures. Yeah, that might actually do something here. So maybe I should have just killed, or had him go to 7 and then play this instead. Or maybe just like dealt the 2 damage to that and lost the 2/2. That might have been a little bit stronger. He still would be at 7, but I'd still have a 4/2. I don't know. That seems like the best play. I don't think I thought it out well enough. Maybe I also could have just like Shadow Sun Cleric this, attacked, still hit the rest of him in the face, 8, 9, or with for 6. So I don't know. There are definitely some plays that were possible that I didn't really consider, which is really just a mistake. But alright, so he's got the 4/6 and a 3/3 taunt, so almost enough so that I could mind control attack, but not quite. He's down to 3. I think that he's still dead on board here. Let's see, 4/2, No, he would go to 1. But I'm going to be able to kill him. Blessing of Kings is also just him being dead. Yeah, so like on board he can survive. But gonna go for the Blessing of Kings. Well played. Alright, we got to 8 wins! 8 wins with this deck. Woohoo! Awesome. Just need 4 more to go to go for 12. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. 6 in a row with this deck so far. I'll take it, man. I mean, anything past 7 is completely just gravy here, because I did not expect to do this well. Alright, the Uther Mirror matchup. Raging Worgen is definitely one that I want to keep. Tidehunter is not excellent, but it is a 2-drop. I probably could have kept the Hammer of Wrath as well. But we got Onyxia, so we know the game plan. The reason why I say Raging Worgen is so good, this is one thing that, like, it really bothers me when I'm watching commentators and they just, like, struggle for a little while. They, like, pull a card out and then they're like, man, I don't want to do that. And then they just play something else and give no explanation for why. But, so basically I said that Raging Worgen was good against Paladin, and just in case it didn't, like, click in your head, if he makes these 1/1s and I can play this guy, then I can attack into his 1/1 and rage it and then still trade for a similar creature, so I just get extra value out of my Raging Worgen. Alright, so fortunately for me, I have a pretty good play to counter that, even though that was a good turn for him. So I can just play out my Shattered Sun Cleric and then trade for his 3-drop. So, very good turn for me. And the longer I can control the board, the happier I'll be, because all I need to do is control the board until Onyxia comes down, and then game over, man. Game over. We're going to trade 3-drops here. Even though I said that this guy has some extra value, I still don't want to play out the Swamp Ooze, and I want to have a productive turn as well. If he plays a Chillwind Yeti here, that could... So, I just ran out of space on my hard drive before realizing that we lost the end of that game, but I ended up winning. As you guys were able to see, I was ahead, and the tide of the game never changed, and I just ended up winning on turn like 10. I had a chance to play Onyxia, but I didn't, and I regretted it ever since because I didn't get to play it. But it doesn't matter. We're 9-2 with this deck somehow, and I don't know. I mean, I know that I said 7 was my goal, and anything above that was just gravy, but I want to go for 12, man. I mean, my last 3 that I've recorded have been perfect, and this is just the opportunity to have another perfect one. So I think I'm actually going to go with this strategy of nothing turn 1 and then a couple of 3-drops. Mind Control Tech is particularly good against his deck, so yeah, I mean, if I'm able to pick up something like Mad Bomber, then that can be okay too. Especially if I draw another 2-drop here, because I can play the Mind Control Tech later. But I'm not going to play anything this turn. Yeah, and we'll see what we draw, and in combination of what we draw and what he plays here. 1/1, either Mad Bomber or Raging Worgen is a really good play. I'm going to go with Mad Bomber. Raging Worgen is pretty likely to be good against his next play as well. So, yeah, it's okay. And we get to keep the coin in our hand this way. And as I was saying, Mad Bomber is just really good against that play. I don't get up on cards, but I get up on tempo, which is great. Okay, so he's just going to do nothing again. My hand is pretty stacked right now. I mean, I've got all these... I have, like, the 3 common 4-drops in the colors that you want. And I also have a Dark Iron Dwarf, which is arguably the best all classes common. And like you're about to see why, because I just get to put a normal amount of power on the board for a 4-drop, which is 4. And like a 4-drop 4/4 is fine. 4-drop 4/5 is like insane. So, and then I also got to make my 2-drop trade with his 4-drop. So, just puts me way, way, way in the driver's seat in terms of winning this game. Alright, so now my opponent's got to give me an extra crystal. Take me 1 turn closer to getting an Onyxia here. And that was smart of him to wait to see what he got, because if he had gotten a a 1/1, then he probably would have traded here instead. Alright, so we're going to go for that, followed by an Azure Drake. And I'm trying to decide if I want to coin into a 2-drop. Yeah, it's a Knife Juggler, so we'll coin into it. This is a little weak to Lightning Storm if he coins out or if he rolls a Spell Power Totem. But that's only a 25% chance, so this is still a pretty good play. And I can play 3 more creatures next turn for my Knife Juggler, which is nice, unless he's got a removal spell for it. That'll do it. Alright, so now we need to figure out the best way to deal with a Fire Elemental. And do 4 damage from the hammer. Man, it would be nice to still have that little guy around, chugging along, making everybody's day better. Alright, looks like the best play here for me is just True Silver Champion, attack into it, lose the Raging Organ, hit him for 4, followed up with a Murloc Tidecaller. I still get to keep the Hammer Wrath and the Consecration around with the Azure Drake, which is really nice because those are my only 2 spells in my... Or no, I also have a Holy Wrath. So those are 2 of my... of my 3 spells in my deck that actually get affected by it. For the King. Doesn't seem great here. He can eat my 2/1, but then he's just gonna get taken out by True Silver Champion. Alright, that's fine with me. What else would he do? I mean, I guess he could attack me in the face? I don't know, that seems really bad. Storm, Pike, Commando. So... yeah. Gonna go with that. And I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and play a Storm Pike Commando out here, just to finish that thing off. And still make one of those so that I get to put a lot more power on the board. Force the issue for my opponent. Doesn't seem like he has Lightning Storm, though I haven't given him an insane opportunity to cast it. He still definitely could have something like that. Oasis Snapjaw. If that's his best play, I feel bad. Okay, I feel less bad now, but I'm still doing pretty well. I think the play here is just Consecration. Get to kill his guys. 8. Yeah, we're just going for the face here. Take him to 1, basically. He's got to kill all of our guys now. I know that I could... Oh, actually I should have Hammer Wrathed and killed his Oasis Snapjaw there. Maybe. Just to finish it off. I don't know. He's got to do a lot here, man. He's got to have a Lightning Storm for certain. Or like 3 forked lightnings. Alright, you got it, I'm flying. And a Sea Giant. Not really going to do much here. Still dead on board. Well played. This is a pretty impressive turn for you, Spider. But not impressive enough. Alright, so we'll do one more. And hopefully one more after that. I guess, yeah, this is going to be either the last video or the second to last video of the tournament, of the draft, of the arena run. 10 wins, man. This is the most that I have recorded on video. Oh no, is it going to go out like this against a Jaina? Alright, so Knife Juggler kind of makes me want to mulligan this guy. Go for another 2-drop here. Alright, we did not just get 1 more 2-drop, but we got 2 more 2-drops. And, I mean, I've just got a really sweet start planned. Ruined! Ruined by a Leper Gnome. So we're just going to go with the Direwolf Alpha since we care about this thing the least. But yeah, if he didn't play a 1-drop there, then I could have gone Knife Juggler, into Swamp Ooze, into Raging Work, and into one. It would have been so nuts. But no, he just has to play a Leopard Gnome on turn 1, which is just going to be able to trade for my 2-drop. And that is definitely the best application of a Leopard Gnome there. So I already used the coin, and my opponent has board control, so that's not good. Arcane Intellect. It's a little bit risky for him to make that play. He doesn't lose too much. It's not like I can just it's not like I can just play a it's not like I can just play Shattered Sun Cleric and get my guy through and still live. He would actually just die, so that wouldn't be insane. Interesting. Wow, okay. That was a good draw. If he has a Polymorph here, I'm still not in great shape, but anything beyond that, and he can kind of just pack it up. Thanks. And what do you have? A Fireball. Oh yeah, Fireball works too, but that's pretty bad for me. Not really any way to get around that. Okay, so we can just Holy Wrath here, but I think playing Azure Drake is a little bit better. So if he didn't have that Fireball, probably would have just ended the game. Make him have it, though. Unfortunately for me, he was able to put a real presence on the board because he had a Mana Worm too, and that really just sucks. But that's okay. So he's going to do that, play that, trade here. Make me a sad panda. Just attack me. Yeah, attack. Oh. He really thought about it for a little while there. Alright, you got it. So we're going to go with a Knife Juggler, followed by one of these. Alright, he does have a Mirror Entity. So instead I'm going to consider Consecration, and I'm going to decide on this. Hopefully hit this. Missed. Complete miss, because he's just going to be able to trade there. So maybe I should have just gone for a Reinforce instead of this. Yeah, that probably would have been better. Maybe I should have just gone for an Avenging Wrath to begin with. Probably would have been the best. But, you know, can't think that far in advance. One turn. That'd be absurd. Come on, guys. Oh, he's not killing my creature? Oh, wow, that's bad for him. Because this guy actually has applications. Yeah, let's do this. And then hope to hit his... No, screw that. I'm just gonna Consecration. Finish off his board. Yeah, it was just an awful play on his part for pinging me in the face. I mean, he obviously realized it almost immediately, but worked out for me, so not gonna complain about that one. He's got a Flame Strike, but if he's getting a 1-for-1 with Flame Strike, since he could have just pinged that guy, then I'm not gonna be the one who's complaining about it. So let's just put some power on this board. And hope he doesn't have another Flame Strike. There's a good chance he does, actually, now that I think about it, because he really just used the last one liberally. There he goes. Sucks, but probably could have seen that one coming. He just didn't ping me for no reason. I'm going to Holy Wrath to draw a card here. Got a 4-drop. Sure. We'll go with these two. We're getting pretty close to killing him. I mean, with Avenging Wrath as an 8 damage burn spell in hand. Problem is he hasn't played anything the past 2 turns because he's needed to Flame Strike, so he's got like 2 or 3 draws of stuff that could just be really good. He's probably got like a Cone of Cold here, just because he has to have everything perfect. Yeah, alright, so looks like I'm gonna go with a Spellbreaker on this into an Avenging Wrath. Get some value out of my Spellbreaker and still get to play it. Hope to kill all his guys. Nice. Oh, I definitely should not have attacked with this guy. That was a really bad mistake, especially since I have a Young Priestess out, so there's like a decent chance that I can... Young Priestess in hand, rather. So that was a huge mistake. I wasn't really thinking about it when I did that, so... Not a great play. Interesting that he played out the Delarian Mage there. I could take him to 6, but that seems really bad. And I think I am just going to actually play that guy out, though. I'm really hoping he doesn't have any more area of effect, because, I mean, he's already played a Blizzard and 2 Flame Strikes, so there's a low chance that he's got another Flame Strike or something like that. So he's obviously just going to trade that off. Trade his guy off so he can draw an extra card, ping one of my guys off. And I mean, I'm going to come close to killing him, and there's definitely some draws in my... Oh, never mind. Hammer of Wrath would be a great draw here. Sunwalker's not bad either. Unfortunately, he's going to get to draw another card. But at least I do have a Sunwalker out. He's got 4 cards with which to deal with it, and he has not played a Polymorph yet. I still have Onyxia in my deck, so I definitely have potential to do some good things here. A Loot Hoarder to lead it off. Swamp Ooze. It looks like he did not really have anything in hand. Okay, there's a Fen Creeper. That's a reasonably good play. I'm actually just going to leave that guy in hand. And I'm going to attack that thing with a 1/1. That way, if he doesn't ping off my 1/1 next turn, then I can kill it. So I wonder what he's going to do. He's going to ping that, and he's probably just going to attack it, yeah, with the Loot Hoarder and the Fen Creeper. The Fen Creeper will not die. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked it, because... Oh, no, not Fen Creeper. Fairy Dragon. 2 more creatures? Come on, you know you want to. No, this is bad. Oh, never mind. Hey guys, it's Onyxia. Here to play some Magic. Or Hearthstone, whichever game we're playing. Not sure. Would have been better before he had an awesome Fen Creeper out, but it's whatever. He had another Flame Strike. Alrighty. And a Frostbolt. Well, he didn't have a ping here. But it looks like he doesn't care. I mean, this game's going to be over before I get to play this Mind Control tech out for value. So I need to do that here. And, I mean, I can't feel bad about losing this game. My opponent had 3 Flame Strikes and a Blizzard. And that's just from what we saw. He still has 7 unknown cards. Oh, wow. That's... I mean, I guess he just wanted to play it, but still. Seems rather unnecessary. So, I mean, we haven't lost yet. Still can draw into Hammer of Wrath into Consecration. Mad Bomber. Let's do it, man. Kill one of his guys? Sure. Alright, he's got it though. That was a good, well-played game on my opponent's part. His deck was just very, very powerful, whereas mine was just, like, relatively powerful. So, gotta hand it to him. If he hadn't had a Lepronome on turn 1, definitely could have won the game. But, I don't know, maybe there was a chance where I could have gone for the face. That would have been smarter. But, I'm pretty happy about 10 wins with this deck. I don't think it was the most powerful deck, and being able to pilot it to 10 wins makes me pretty happy. I made some mistakes in some areas along the line, but let's see how much we get. A random golden card that's not going to be helpful at all, and 260 gold. That's going to be helpful. Yeah, didn't get any pathetic little dust, which is annoying when you get that. And we got a legendary in our pack. No, I didn't. I was hoping, but I think I already have Divine Favors, so that's not really relevant. Actually, maybe I don't. Let's go check it out. Well, let's go to the tape. Looks like I don't. Looks like I do. Where's Paladin? Paladin. Yeah, that's my 3rd Divine Favor. So we are going to disenchant it. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for skipping one of the games, or at least half of it. And hope you guys still managed to enjoy the series and the session. Have a wonderful day. Bye.